Yeah, we are back. It is Engage and it is Tuesday. As you can see, I am rolling, rubbing my hands together because it's about to be an interesting conversation. We do, however, apologize for the sound issues that we had over Zinzi's clip. We'll try to get a hold of her a little later on. But for now, though, it is time for Engage, where we are talking about a very interesting topic. It came off of last week where somebody wrote into us on 22422 and talked about their passwords and their phone usage. And therefore today we are asking, whose phone is it anyway? Should couples share the passwords or pins for their phones with their significant others? And to help us put that in perspective, we have ANITA RAEY.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
It's because when we discussed this yesterday, you just sent laugh emojis.
I know, because I'm a woman and phones, it's a bit touchy.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
All right. And we have CJ Atemo as well.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Anita, why are phones touchy for women?
Yes. Yes, let's start there. Why are phones touchy for women? But this is also in the literal sense. I know napenda kushika simu.
Like me, I always hold my phone. I think it's because it's mine and it's personal and I want to hold it. But I think in real sense, you're asking, why can't we keep off maybe our spouses and our boyfriends' phones? I don't know. I'm a woman. I hope other women can relate. Hakunaga kitu tempting kama simu ikiachwa hapo. You would lose your mind. Like you will kneel down and pray and tell the Lord, I need strength.
Take this cup of suffering away. Nevertheless.
And I tell people, this includes me. Who knows? Whatever you're looking for, you shall find. But ikiachwa hapo, you know you will pray. You will call the heavens, you will sing, you will do everything, you will still touch it. Because that's a temptation of, I hope there's nothing, or if there's something I want to know. But anyway, I just want to know. I just need to know. I just want to know.
So you're seeking knowledge.
I think, let's use that one. Yes, so that we can keep it sane. I am seeking knowledge about my man. So that's why I touch his phone. Not in bad faith. I just need to know. Let me be in the know-how, like, in case there's something going on, let me just know. Not because I want to use it against you, or I want to raise hell, or I want to bang your phone, because I just need to know. We are women, we want to know.
The last part of your statement, Apple.
Gun.
It is not because I want to use it against you.
There's a heavy...
It's very... It's not on stable foundation.
Actually, let me be honest.
It's like you have the right to remain silent. Forget you. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of relationship law.
Let me tell you the truth. And this is every woman. Men protect their phones a lot. And that's what keeps us edgy. You'll find a man, his phone is going to ring in the shower. And it's not a joke. He's going to come out with a towel. Nani anapiga, I'm sure you're Nyakazi. You're like, how do you know Nyakazi?
I have a feeling.
See Nyakazi. I was going to get, and then you know, men can't lie. Really, if you get a weird call, let me use you as an example. Not that it's true, but if you get a weird call in front of your wife, you will react immediately. So your face sells you out. So by the time you pick that call, I'm like, why is he picking that call with a weird face? And then you guys can't lie. So I'm like, Wacha akaoge nijue nani huyo.
What about those ones who also, I've seen my good friend Captain Otoyo has shared this several times. He said, dear women, and also dear, he said he's shared the meme twice for women and men. I said, but dear men, if she picks up the phone and reduces the volume,
that's your deputy.
That is your deputy.
That is true, it's true.
What do you think about the whole phenomenon, basing first on what Anita has said?
I think the whole thing comes to the elements of trust. And how somebody thinks that their partner would react to certain information. There are times when people are a bit cagey around the phone because there's somebody from, let me say, the opposite sex that they are dealing with. The dealings could be for any reason. But if I am dealing, for example, with if I have an insecure partner who wants to know who is that lady that is calling me or something, I may not have anything to hide, but because I fear this reaction, I'm going to act in a certain way that is very suspicious. Of course, there are those who have something to hide. So they will decide, I don't want to be picking these calls around this place, or I don't want this person to get to this. There are also situations, Willis, where it is financial, where a man has borrowed money, he has a bad deal that he has not shared with the partner or something, or even the lady has a bad deal. She's been doing business, or she's borrowed money from the chama and something, and then she knows that the partner does not know that, or did not even want her to be there in the first place. Now these people are calling for the money. She has no money. I think that most of the time, you know, the first thing that comes into people's mind around cure the phone habits is that there is an affair. Sometimes there's also these bad deals where somebody doesn't know how will the partner take it, you know, because she's wondering, what if my hubby realizes I owe the other women 50,000 right now, I don't have money, and I'm trying to work it around, and he's been warning me about this kind of a thing. She'll obviously act very funny around the phone. Or he took a loan and now people are calling, or there was a bad deal, or he said something, he lied somewhere. So, but it all comes to the matter of trust. Trust in both ways, where you don't trust your partner enough to think that they are playing clean, or you don't trust your partner to deal with the wrong decisions you have made. So you want to hide your wrong decisions. And if there is an element of trust, it's easy for communication to go both ways.
Somebody once said as well, because we're actually in a setting where somebody was talking about, so we're saying, wasichana wanapenda kushika simu ya wanaume sana. And then this guy said, but what if we flip it? What if the lady is afraid that kitu anafanya, hata bwana yake anafanya? Anita.
That's not true. That's not true at all. I don't agree with that, because one, let's be very honest, women give a lot in relationships, not even marriage, relationships, Willis. And you would agree with me, women give a lot. They'll give their emotions, they invest in a relationship heavily. So it's not about trust, because let me tell you something, you can barely trust someone 100%. You might trust them enough, but the curiosity, you wondering who are they talking to, sometimes they don't let you in. And this comes from men who don't let you in. If a man closes, put walls around him, you will want to break them. And when a man protects his phone so much, it begs for you to ask, what are you hiding in that phone? But I always ask men, if your wife took your phone right now, is it clean? Okay, and you see one thing, let me even enlighten the men actually on TV. You guys delete and forget their smartphones. It goes to your bin. So women, just take on the bin. So it doesn't really delete, you get. If you got some pictures there in the bin, you will get them, you'll know who sent them. What I don't agree with women on is taking his phone and taking a number and calling them. That's not something I agree with, because you're intruding his privacy. That's very wrong. But I want to know, because Willis, at the end of the day, and this one I'll agree with women 100% because I'm a woman, it's wrong to touch his phone, because whatever you're looking for, you shall get. If he's hiding it, if it has 1 million passwords, I'm going to get curious. What are you protecting that bad? I saw the other day, I was watching something, and a woman touched the husband's phone, and he snapped so much, he pushed her away. And I was like, if I was that woman, I will never sleep until I touch that phone. I will hack it, I will pay people, I want to know what is in that phone that is dying. And no, don't say it's money. You cannot protect money issues that much. If it's money issues, delete the messages. But what are you protecting that much? It's a phone. And personally, the reason as we put passwords, we have kids. We don't want them to mess with our phones.
But bado utafungulia mtoto YouTube.
But ndakuwa nimeprotect.
You see, Anita, you've gone round, but still come back to where I was, which is a trust issue. You started with it's not a trust issue. Why is this person protecting this phone?
Yeah.
That curiosity brings in the distrust. That if I am protecting my phone in the manner that I'm protecting it, there must be something that I am hiding. So we're already at the place of distrust. The curiosity now begins to make you feel like there's something else that this person is hiding. You know, I like to look at things very broadly. The people who would even feel they wouldn't want their wives or their partners to even know how much they earn. You know, that's not an affair. Again, it goes to how different people view certain things. I know people who will never let, because I do men's meetings all over the place. So you hear a man who says, no, I cannot let my wife see my payslip or know how much I earn as long as I take care of her.
That's worse than cheating.
That's worse than cheating, he said.
Now, you're going to expect this man whose payslip is accurate to release the phone. Probably his issue is he does not know how to be vulnerable. So he may not even have something to hide, but he is uncomfortable being vulnerable. So he will never even, you know, display affection to the woman or something. So I think it's a place of understanding your partner. If they used to be free leaving the phone over here, then suddenly they change. I think that's something that you can talk about. But if they've always been hiding this thing from the beginning, it may not be what it looks like. And I'm not trying to defend it. I'm not trying to defend it. There are a lot of things that inform people's decisions. I think the greatest thing is the openness between a couple. Their openness. That goes beyond the things of the passwords and the patterns, you know, because somebody can actually allow you to have their phone, but then that's not the phone they use when they want to do something else.
See, I say it.
You know, so you cannot even judge the strength of your relationship based on your access to the phone. If I know that my phone is what you always want, I just play around with it. I'll leave it over there. But I may have a different way of communicating to the person that I want to communicate with. Eventually, it does not solve the problem. And the same would be with you. You know, you could be talking to people about call me at 10 after he's left the house. You know, so you have couples that phones never ring when they're together. It's all dead silent because these guys have learned how to manage their environment. So it's still not dealing with the issue. I think the whole issue is to come to the place of openness where whether there is a password or not, the other person gets information as they need to get it.
For a woman, it is the basis of literally the relationship. This is the reason people divorce. I'm serious. Why are you not sharing your phone with me? My co-host on radio once said that on Valentine's, men should stop buying flowers and just give their wives the password. We will never have a problem. We would never. Igunza said, and it's true. Don't buy me flowers, give me your password. I'll be like, oh, this man loves me. Just don't have deleted things, now I'll get really pissed because you're hiding something. You see, you have to understand where we're coming from as women. It's not a trust issue, it's who we are. If I feel like I don't know everything about you, including what happens in your phone, then I'm not okay. And I always feel like you're hiding. And you see men, you have these things you do. Pick a call, go outside. I swear to God, our antennas, I will even be under the door listening with no shame whatsoever. I'm your wife, I want to know. Who are you calling? If your phone rings at 10 p.m. at night and you're acting all weird, even if it's your friend, pick it up. Kwanza itabia wanaume, let me just tell you this. If your phone rings, just pick it up. I would rather just pick it up and pretend and lie. When it rings the first time, we are very observant. I'm like, Second time, like, bruh, you better pick that phone, by the way. Why are you not picking that phone? It gets very agitating because I don't know what you're hiding. And I'll always feel like you're hiding if you hide your phone. It's a phone. Why do you have a password on your phone? And also I need to ask single people, what are you hiding? Candy Crush? Why do you have passwords on your phone? If you're not dating, don't have a password. It makes you feel, okay, not just as a biwa, but I think for women, the phone is very important.
Sorry.
The phone is quite important, CJ. If you lock your phone, I'll be like, see, come on, and nifungia tu simu. What else are you hiding?
But you see, you don't only deal with your family. You come to work, you go to different places. Somebody else may want to be getting into your phone. There's the element that you talked about at the beginning, that you will be invading somebody's privacy if you take up and then you make a call. So we need to define then what is that private space. Because I believe that even as much as people are a couple and they're one, they still occupy individual spaces. And they still need to let you into that. They still need to let you into that space. Otherwise, you're going to have a very unhealthy relationship where there's a lot of snooping around. There is a lot of, hiding. It's hide and seek. That is why. That's my place. I love the openness fact. I want the people to be transparent and open.
Yes.
But I am against a place where it begins to become like it's a hide and seek, where people are snooping. Because still, this person has certain individual spaces that they retain the right to have.
But you emphasize your individual space. Your ATM pin is your space. This is a phone. I don't, trust me when you give me the password. I won't check every day, be like, I have the password. Why am I even checking? You get? It's just mental for us. I have the password. I won't check. But the moment I don't have it, women, I know you're watching. How many women wait for the husband to just put down the phone and they're touching the screen so that it doesn't go off so that he can go to the bathroom?
Ama anangalevi smudges on his pattern.
You're just like this. Like
I want to debunk this. I want to debunk this myth that it is only men that are suspicious when it comes to matters of the phone. I want to debunk this myth. I want to debunk it because married women are not a safe territory anymore.
Let's not go there.
They're not a safe territory anymore. There are a lot of married women who have a lot of issues. I think that, you know, this phone thing usually comes out nearly like a gender thing, where it is the men who are always on the spot. But, you know, there's a lot of married women out there whose phones have worse stuff.
Yeah.
But you see, the moment the men are put on the defensive, like your phone has issues, it's very rare to find that the man is going on to check out the phone of the wife, unless there's some triggers, certain things that have really brought an issue of suspicion, if they're controlling, like what we were talking about the other day.
Yeah.
But it's very rare.
You know one thing, let me first answer to him about the married women. Show me a married woman who was caught with something on the phone. Just surprise us and show us one. That's why we will leave the phone there, because we have, even if they're doing it, they're good at hiding it. Oh,
no,
shoot.
you don't want to ask me that.
I check it back. Point is, do you know why we make it so easy for the men to trust? Because even if I'm doing it, I'll leave the phone there, you get. So you will see it there. And that's why I'm telling you, it's a mental game. You will see the phone there without a password. You'll be like, but then the man might not even touch it. He'll be like, eh, when I check out kila mahali, oh, go pitu. You get. It's a mental game women will play with you. It will be there and you won't touch it. But for us, I won't see your phone. Like I'll be like, does this man even own a phone nowadays? Because I haven't seen it for a couple of days.
But you see, Willis, that is where I'm talking about. Then it doesn't solve the problem. Because, so I'm cheating, or whatever, then I put my phone there till you don't suspect. So is that phone openness, Anita, does it represent the health of the relationship?
Not today we won't look at the health.
No.
Because it doesn't. It's more of the way you address the phone issue.
Because I'm thinking that the element of the phone issue is supposed to work towards the health of the relationship. So if I put it there until you don't suspect me, but I'm hiding stuff in here, then my putting the phone out in the open does not mean that our relationship is okay.
It's okay.
But that's why I talked about the element of openness, where two people need to develop a level of openness where there's even no need for me to be checking my partner's phone.
For women,
That is
what is like asking all of us to just, for a woman, and I'm saying this, when the reason I laughed when you texted me, I was like, this is bad. You're just putting us on a bad spot. Because every woman, and I'm saying this, old, young, single, married, if you're next to a man, even single women, and he leaves the phone, he'll be like,
wacha tuangalie.
and you'll be like, achanganya na chatigi na nani. And it's natural. It's important, and that's where they don't get. It's a big deal for us. It's a really, really big deal for me. Because if I find so many passwords, already we are women, we overthink everything. Umechelewa, that's why, generally, if you had issues at home and you get late, she's going to tell you, kwenye uko lala uko, I hope it's better than home. And most probably in traffic, you'll be like, holy Lord, I am in traffic. But you see, she's already reacting to that, overreacting to that. So can you imagine you're married to a woman for a long time, then one day she goes to touch your phone, or maybe to call someone, then she's like, and sometimes we're mwenyewe utampatia, without even remembering there's something on your phone, call Nani with my phone. And never do that, by the way. Calling, she's going to call on loudspeaker when she's doing other things, definitely. And the day men understand, for us, a phone is a really, really big deal. And someone asked on Twitter that, are we able to handle the information we see? I'm going to give you quickly a scenario. There's a woman who found out the husband is cheating and stayed for 7 months, knowing the husband is cheating, seeing the messages, and never said anything. And when she was asked, she was like, I just wanted to see how long he can do this, you know. She was like, it's not a mental instability when you do that.
You know, women don't leave immediately.
No, they don't.
They don't. So a woman can actually stay with them for very long, even when she has made up her mind to leave. She can stay for 5 years. She can stay for 10. The moment when a woman says, I'm leaving right now, it's usually not for what happened that day.
10 years ago.
Most of the time, a man will think it's what happened this morning and say, but I apologized, but this woman has been building this up over time. And they can do that. But you see, we got back to the place of accountability. I think that's where we are at, the place of accountability. Because you're talking about if a man stays out late, then the woman will be thinking, okay, so where is he? What if this man just voluntarily keeps on letting the wife or the partner know where he is and what he's doing? Will there be a need for somebody to go to the phone? No. You understand what I'm talking about, Willis? I think what drives people there is this lack of openness. Because I should just be able to say, look, I'm hanging out with Willis. I think I'm going to be late. I'm doing this. Okay, I'm now leaving. We are parting ways.
There's traffic.
And if this person has no reason to doubt what I'm saying, if my message is consistent, If my messages are always consistent, they have no reason to doubt. So the whole issue comes back to that element. And trust comes in because communication is broken and openness has been lost. That's when somebody begins to think, I need to check this person's phone.
True.
Because information is not flowing unless it is demanded. This is where couples need to get to, where you release information. If you say you're going to come at 9 and you think you're coming late, why don't you just let the person know, I think I will be late because of this and this. If something that you were getting into a deal, it's not working, the same way you shared about the deal, update. Let them know it's not working. With this, you remove all these things of the need of somebody snooping around you. You meet somebody that you need to be calling more often, just let them know. There is this lady, we are doing this and this.
That's funny.
You
No,
know?
you're not taking nice.
No, I'm telling you. You just said, you see, there's this lady, we're working on this and this. So I don't think that if she's a sane woman, she will begin to doubt, you know. And
She's
if that
a
is,
sane woman.
yeah, unless there's something wrong, you know, because you have offered information. And then the element of accountability and openness is sometimes, look, if I have got to deal with Anita several times, and I think that is something that will be consistent, I will be communicating, I need to make my spouse meet Anita. It alleviates fears. Let one of the meetings that we're doing, a business meeting, let me call my wife. So let's meet with
It might
Anita.
not elevate, it might bring more fear if she's pretty and everything.
But that's where now I'm talking about. Now you see
what if that's, you see, what Anita is raising is actually like a point. What if usema wacha tuleta Anita, lakini
now
You can tell me I meet Anita
unapata Anita na
ni
Beyonce.
you see now, you're dealing with something that you can't fix. Your partner has to fix. Because in that case, whether you bring Anita or not, that's somebody who's dealing with their own insecurities. How did they even notice that this is a Beyonce? You know, the best garment that a woman, the best makeup a woman can have is the ring on her finger. You gave her that. There's no competition.
You can see Beyonce. It's seeable. It's Beyonce. It's Beyonce.
You're not living. You see, I think I think the premise, the premise of our thinking when we get into certain of this stuff, including marriage, is mostly very wrong. It comes from a place of a lot of insecurity and comparison. Because Willis, by the time you were marrying, Maria is not the first person you saw. When you decide you're settling with Maria, you chose her out of people that you have seen before. That's a statement in itself. Unless you give,
we should be flattered.
unless you give the person, unless you give them the person to begin to doubt. But that's a statement, because by the time you're meeting somebody in their 20s, in their 30s, you've gone to school with people, you've lived with people in your neighborhood, you have friends, you've met people somewhere. I think that people need to, you know, slow it down, relax. Don't always be scared, because once you begin to become like that, you're actually going to mess up. Some people mess up good relationships because of their insecurities.
Well, let me ask, how many men are going to do that? That's now the big question.
That's why we're engaging them this morning.
How many men
That's
are,
why-
how
that's
many
why
men
we
are
are
going to go through that
debunking.
whole process of telling me, hi babe, I'm leaving work, I'm hanging out with them. And people, and I think men really need to understand, as he says, and I'm saying this from a woman perspective, let me know. It's not because I want to control you, I just need to relax. Hi, I'm hanging out with the boys, I'm going to be home at 4. Trust me, I'll be asleep. Until maybe it gets to 4 and I'm going to be worried and text you, are you okay? Yeah, that's it, you get. Just tell me, I'm going to go sleep. Just get home at 4 and just let me know. If it gets to like 6, then I'll be really worried and call you, then you don't pick up. You get?
Or you switch
No,
off.
am I going to be worried like, ameshikwa, did you get into an accident? And that's normal. I am actually worried. So if men keep that chain of communication, and as he said, mark my words, if your wife knows your move all the time, she will never doubt you. But you see, men feel like, Miss Jakaliwa, siwezi mwambia. Why are you even saying things like that? We are in this together. It's the same thing I'm going to tell someone. And not because nimekaliwa ama is controlling. Hi, I'm going to hang out with the girls who might be up till like 10. Are you going to pick me on my Uber? It's that simple. It's communication. But men, nah. When you call, the wife calls you, you're like, how do you even block your wife to even start there, honestly, my
Yeah,
people?
like the lady who
and
said
you block
last
your wife, and it is your wife, and you're going to go home. Me, you block me, nafunga na naambia security huu ni mwizi.
Una block mlango.
Like block mlango.
Akutana na George.
Pambana na hali yako.
Alisema usiingie. Simama kwa Kayafa. It reminds me with a Nigerian woman I was hanging out with once. Akasema, these children, can I give them just 1 hour?
I know.
1 hour only, really, just 1 hour.
I give a day, and most women will feel me. We leave our kids, we breathe our kids, but sometimes you tell the Lord, can I just deport them for a day? Like,
you know, Anita, that's why I was saying that the partner must know both of them are changing.
Yeah.
Both of them are changing. And children are part of the change that comes, you know, because this woman, hormonally, things are going to change. A lot of things are going to change. So if I don't learn my partner through the changes, you see, if I'm stuck at the Anita that I saw 10 years ago, who had a certain figure and she dressed in a certain way, kept herself in a certain way, then now we are 10 years down the line, she's got 2 children, I'm fixed on that Anita, I'm going to be disappointed with this Anita. So it is those changes that people must, you know, learn how to embrace, navigate, manage, and work around together.
True. Yeah. I agree on that.
All right. I was trying to fix my earpiece, but it seems not to be working, but it's all good. Well, I guess we're going to end it there, but there's I want to ask, somebody says, I really need a lot of counseling on the phone issue. If possible, can I get CJ's number?
Yes, you can.
So it's okay to share your number. I won't share it publicly, of course, but I will share. Somebody else says, Eliza from Dadora says, very true. I discovered my man was cheating on me, but I never left immediately. I left after 2 years. Somebody else says,
read it.
Ati, hi, I'm Rose. I'm 20 years, humble, caring, loving, God-fearing, faithful too. I'm looking for a loving, caring, faithful, God-fearing, responsible person for my life. Help me get one. And she goes on to share the number.
The Lord loves you.
The Lord loves you. Somebody says, Willis, also try to share your PIN with anyone. You will know why the telephone companies advise people not to share your PIN. That is James Juma Abok. Somebody says, if you don't trust your partner, even if they don't have phone passwords, you will never trust them. So it's not about that. Well, we do hope that... Oh, somebody says that... we forgot to address the fact. Oh, we did actually. We did. So we addressed that issue about when CJ and Anita talked about people are constantly changing. Yeah. All right, good. Thank you so much for all your comments on 2242. We really do appreciate your feedback. And also for those of you who took time to call in. Sometimes you call in, the lines are busy because many people are calling in, but really do appreciate that as well. And also those who text us on 2242. And also guys who took time to go to the hashtag Daybreak. We couldn't come to pick all of them, but we picked some, and we thank you for your input. I'd also like to say at the end of the day, just like the lady who's asked for help, you know, you can always talk to CJ Atemo. You can follow him at CJ Atemo. You can also talk to Anita Raey. She's, you know, you can follow her on Facebook as well, Anita Raey, on Twitter, on Instagram. And, you know, if you, like you said, and like we always say here, find somebody that you can talk to. Don't suffer alone. Talk to someone, whether it's your pastor, your bishop, your sister, your friend, but by all, even professional help. At the end of the day, make sure you do get some help. Do not suffer alone. And also remember that God loves you, and that will never change. And successful people look like you, and like you saw on Sunday, the great Manchester United. Don't go too far. Sam Gituku, Zimzi Kibiku are back in a moment.